Take two, Robert Firestone from the flyover state of West Virginia. The oven was popping and cracking so bad that I couldn't stand it. Don't know what's going on. Alright, I know y'all don't want to see my tonsils. I'm setting further back. Okay. Let me try to start this over. The redneck analogy of what's going on, or for what I don't see going on. Okay. Trump hires a pit bull named Barr. In turn, Barr turns around and hires a whole building full of investigators. One lead investigator, named of Durham, that his face has gotten famous through the Punisher sign, and he's supposed to be this no-nonsense badass when it comes to law. So I've already told y'all, law is a three-letter word. Write it down on a piece of paper. Walk by it all day long. It don't say nothing. It don't jump up. Don't smack at you. The court system, known as the bank, sends their enforcer, known as the police or cop, to your house, arrest you, okay, for whatever charge. You think about that, bank and charging something. Okay, the fight is in the courtroom. Okay, I done seen and listened to an individual in California, a fellow of the name of Harvey Dent, beat a case that was against him, ticketed and everything, some kind of federal type case, uh, refusing to sign his name. And the idiot prosecutor or whoever was asking the questions to Mr. Harvey already knew that the law was stacked against Mr. Harvey. Okay? Because the way it's written, and for the uneducated, if you don't understand the game that they're playing with us, they will beat you every time. Their odds is even better than the casinos. Okay? Harvey refused to sign that name. Harvey also refused to say that his name was Harvey Dent. Well, the dumbass sat behind the desk, wanted to know why. Harvey went to explain it to him. We are given this thing at birth, okay, that we have a certified copy of. Does not make it an original. Also, on this document, they have your mother sign her maiden name. That makes you a bastard. Sorry. But this is how their records and their laws and their wordings of things are done and kept. So it's automatically from Jump Street. You're screwed. Whether you know it or not. Most people still don't know. And I don't think half of us even really care to know, because we're out here doing things that's called life. We're not living in this imaginary bubble known as DC and Hollywood and the NFL, the NHL, and the rock stars. And besides, that group of nasty bastards you wouldn't want to be part of anyway. But the sad part is we keep feeding these little punk, stupid, motherfucking, retarded, satanic bastards and bitches. Forgive my language. Yes, they're still belly up at the fucking table, scraping. And has anybody ever spent any time on a farm with, say, around a group of hogs? Listen to them when they go to eat. Okay, remember that sound and think about what's going on in the world with these so-called leaders. Remember, it's always about we the people. Damn if it ain't both sides claiming it, the wrongs and the rights. So we're in the fucking middle. We're the pawns that keeps getting moved around. If there was any so-called justice for all, I think the pit bull known as Bar, which I think Chihuahua is a more satisfying fact in this case. But anyway, back to Dent. He wouldn't claim his name, and by him not claiming his name, the guy had to throw the charges out. Believe it or not, he just beat them at their own game because he seen what the game was. Okay, let's go back to Bar, the Chihuahua. Started off as a pit bull. Yeah, it's just a fat head eating that 18-ounce ribeye, cutting fat off of it. Then he desserts a lobster tail from Maine. Oh, and they're probably cheaper now since Trump done what Trump done and allowed these people to open their waters back up to the damn fish people. And over in there, I think it was somewhere in the United States. Can't remember everything that Trump's been doing. His tree's heavy with fruit. His tree's been bearing a bunch of good fruit. But everything around him that we know of as the fantasy DC, and that's what that is. That corporation is a fantasy. The sad part of it is we're having to live in it, being force fed it every damn day. I know. Oh, you tune out. You wouldn't have to listen to it. Yeah, but see, that's the problem we got now. All of us done that. And never now we're tuning back in and our eyes is getting open and our minds fucking getting blown. Okay? We're seeing the fucking truth. Even though we understood and seen the truth, okay, here, maybe in our heart, but never connected the two to understand that these people are straight up demonic ass people. Okay? Greed has taken over their life. Period. I'm smoking my old cigarette. Now, we're sitting here going on 4 years. What was it? A couple weeks away, and it'll be exactly 4 years. Or maybe there's another week added on to that. I can't remember. But anyway, it's taken this long. It's been any of us 4 days, and we'd have been in whatever glamorized motel room, 4x8 cell, doing the 3 hots at a cot shuffle. But 4 years, really? Is it you do not know who the real puppet masters are? Y'all have every resource in the world. And one of the biggest illegal resources of finding out who these people are and how their money works and where it's going and who's being paid is your IRS. You telling me you can't sniff their records? If you do, you just a barefaced fucking lie that you can't get to them to get to the information. Oh, that's right. Y'all trying to do it the legal proper way. I want to let you know the legal proper way apparently does not work because the crooks has done rewritten your laws and are blocking you in legal manners to where you can't do your job. Admit it. Something's got to be going on here. Or y'all trying to be this prim and proper and polished law enforcement, democratically way of doing things, okay? And the whole time, the crook's running right up behind you, pop, 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 in the back of the head, laughing at you, showing you you're punks, you pussies. Y'all can't stop them. Is this the case? Remember, there is an ace in a hole for Mr. Trump, and being that he's carrying all of these special decrees right now under the situation that the United States and the world's in, being the whole world knows the damn truth now, not just us, but the whole world. I think personally, he should send a text to everybody that's got a cell phone to go get so much groceries and buy so many bullets and get ready to come take these people out of power. That's the militia, Mr. Trump. The real power of a militia. Not what these retarded ass Democrats is trying to say they are. Okay? We know who the enemy is. You know who the enemy is. You've been having to beat them off every day for the last 4 years. But somehow, you're the biggest thing out there. But you was pretty big before you got there. Now your name is going to be infamous with history. Period. There ain't no denying that. There's every history book in the world is going to have Trump in it somewhere. So your dogs, your pit bulls, has turned into chihuahuas. Okay, this is the redneck analogy of it. I'm not going to sit here and prim and proper and look for every little good word or perfect ways of spouting or being eloquent about it. Them days are gone. Remember, it's been started off 4 years ago, asking us to be prim and proper. 4 years now. Been one of us 4 days. 3 hots and a cot, like that. You know it as well as I do. Look at the crazy crap, Mr. Trump, you went through when you was a businessman. And the stupidity of the people that was there looking to scrape or pull or yank or steal anything that you was making with your hands and your mind. Wolf tickets, that's all I'm seeing. There's a lot of people out here starting to finally see this, and I seen this 3, 4, maybe 5 months ago. It didn't make no sense to me. Because one reason was most of my uncles were outlaw type people. They didn't never, what you say, do the proper thing to make a dollar all the time. Okay, and they ended up in jail quite a bit. But I also seen the so-called justice system at its so-called finest. It damn sure ain't right now. If anything, it's showing me and a whole lot of others out here that there is a two-party justice system, the haves and have-nots, and we're here to be used as whatever the fuck y'all want to call us tomorrow, next day, sheep, sheeple, cattle, chattel, slaves. This is what another lot of people ain't understanding either. Us as a American people, if we're born here in the United States, we're automatically property of the government by that certified copy of your birth certificate because it is not the original. Believe that if you wish. The proof's out there. If it comes to you in black and white and you read it and you still can't make no sense of it, you might want to walk away from it because what's coming after that, these facts are facts. Okay? If you can't understand the facts, you're stepping in the wrong arena. Because I didn't write the law books. They did. The assholes that's sitting here running ramshot over our so-called smart, our so-called authorities, our so-called justice system. The dumb, retarded, used car salesmen that had their brains knocked out to become politicians, okay? The $1,000 grin, the $10,000 suit or dress suit, and the $100,000 rag sitting on her wall. That is the people that's making y'all look like penny waste little kids. Justice? Really? Peace to all y'all. I'm getting tired of smelling the smoke. Not from my cigarette.